So you just found out that you need to go somewhere and need that last minute flight, but you want the best deal. So I'm gonna give you all the tips and tricks, I'm gonna keep this very short though, on how you can find the best deal. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kristen, and I'm also a travel agent and a travel nurse, so I have a lot of tips to share with you for this video. So just to start off, booking those last minute flights are not the best way to save money. So if you can book in advance, definitely do that. That's where you're gonna find the best deals. 8 to 10 months out from your trip is the prime time to book your flights. Also, sometimes around 3 months, they have another little sale. Sometimes you can find those really cheap flights a couple of days before because they're trying to fill out the rest of the seats in the flights. So, booking last minute is the tip to save you money. I'm gonna give you my very favorite website, what I use as a travel agent on the side just as a resource, and how I find my flights personally. You always want to put your browser in incognito mode. And even before you do that, clear your search history, clear the cookies out of the system, because whenever you repeatedly search hotels and flights, that gives a signal to the algorithm in the system that you are looking for this specific place, and that will raise the prices. So if you search in incognito mode, that won't happen. I already did that on my computer, so I can show you an accurate representation. So let me get to the big juicy details. So the very best website, or what I use, is called Google Flights. So you want to pull up Google, type Google Flights. This is very basic. You type in your starting airport and then where you want to go. So let's do that. I lived in Texas for a while, so let's just search Houston. Now what's good about Google Flights, it brings up all of the airports in that city. A lot of times you can find the cheaper flights out of the smaller airport. That's just a quick tip, but Google Flights will pull up all the flights out of all of them, so you don't need to worry about that. Let's just say I want to go to Cancun, okay? And then, so it's July 11th today. Say I need to get to Cancun this weekend. You want to click weekend, so let's just say the 15th on Friday, and then a round trip on the 22nd. We're going to turn a week later. Another important tip is that you always want to search for just one person flying, even if it's a group, because a lot of times you'll find the cheaper deals when you search for one person, and if you book those flights single, you will get the better deal. But that always leaves a chance that someone can come behind you and book the seat next to you. So there's always risk to that, but it doesn't hurt to try. It pulls up all of the airlines that fly from Houston to Cancun that day. We can find the cheapest. So the main point of this video is finding the cheaper flights. And Google Flights, what they do is sorts it by price. So the cheapest is first. So you can look through here. It gives you a group of the best flights. And then if you even scroll down, there's even cheaper ones, which may not be the best because you may have layovers and stuff. Let's say I literally don't care about layovers. I just want to find the cheapest one. It looks like American is the cheapest one. We'll click that. And then it pulls up all the flights with American. It's really so simple to book. It gives you the direct link to American Airlines to book your flight. Another tip, here at the bottom you'll see it tells you, is this specific flight in a good category range? So it's saying that this flight is low from Houston to Cancun. So we know, oh wow, that's a great deal. I can book it. Now, how simple is that? I use this when I'm looking for flights, especially even in advance. If you're just trying to figure out when's the best time to go. Google Flights does this awesome thing. Whenever you go to put the dates, you can search monthly and see when the best prices are. See all the flights in July, and this gives you the cheapest option. Looks like August would be a good time to go. So you can do this all up until like 9 months in advance when they have their flights listed. You can see when's the cheapest day, when's the cheapest best time to go in general. So I love that feature about Google Flights. Like I said earlier, I use this as a travel agent to find the best prices for my clients and then go on my booking agent and then find that flight, and it's usually the same or even cheaper. Did you know travel agents actually have access to flight and hotel deals that the general public doesn't? So a lot of times you save money with a travel agent. So Google Flights are my main thing that I love to use. I also want to say one more website. I haven't used it often, but I know a lot of people love it. It's called Skyscanner. So let's go on to that. It's basically the same as Google Flights. You want to type, let's go to Houston. Cancun. We want to depart this weekend because we're last minute. Like I said, only pick one adult, you'll find the best prices. And then it pulls up all the deals. A lot of people say this is the cheapest way, but I just love Google Flights and how it's all laid out. And the best resource you should use is a travel agent. Now the US actually has this rule that travel agents can't get commission off of domestic flights. That means a lot of travel agents will just tell you to book on your own. Some will charge a fee and book it for you. Since they're not getting commission, you're just paying them for their services to book your flight, which I do. A lot of travel agents can get commission off of booking international flights. So you can definitely find deals through a travel agent if you're looking for last minute or in advance international flights. If you want to use me, which I highly recommend, I'll leave the link to my website down below. It has all my contact information. Anyways, those are my tips on how you can book the last minute flights, and I highly recommend you use these. Click that subscribe button to see all of our travel tips we put on this channel. We would love to have you part of our family.